What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here. Welcome you back to the next Duel Links video here on the channel. We're jumping back into more YuGiOh Duel Links, and we kind of memed out on this morning's stream. We may have bought an absolute... We bought a box that we shouldn't have bought, and we spent too much money on it, and it's a thing that happened. And here we are trying to justify our purchase by making Valkyrie. Now, this archetype is definitely subpar for sure, but I'm still in silver, so we can use it and we can have fun. It's from the new mini box. I would not advise any of you guys to spend your hard-earned cash on that box. Don't do it. Obviously, yes, Karma Cut is a fantastic card. It's really good, especially in the current meta, but it's just, you don't do it. You just don't do it. But this archetype, I still think it's kind of fun. It's kind of cool. Definitely not great, but we're using it regardless. We'll go over each card. Brunhild is unaffected by your opponent's spell effects, gains 500 attack for each monster your opponent controls. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can have this card lose exactly 1,000 defense, and if you do, your Valkyrie monsters cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. So, pretty cool card. It stops destruction by battle. And I feel like there's something else to this that I could be doing, because I think if you add temporary defense points to a card, I think it'll reset the defense points. So you could potentially loop this, but we're not using that. This is just a one of, just in case we need to go ahead and dodge some spells or get to 3,200 attack if my opponent has a full field, etc., etc. The main engine of the deck is going to be this 4-drop, Dreet, which if this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Valkyrie card from your deck to your hand, except for this card. You can only use this effect once per turn, and it gains 200 attack for each of your opponent's banished monsters. That last thing doesn't really come into play too much, but it's more so this gets your searching going, because ideally what you want to do is you want to open up with either this card, or you want to open up with this card, Sigrun, because if this card is in your hand, you can target one face-up spell or trap card you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon this card. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can special summon one level 8 or lower Valkyrie monster from your hand or graveyard. You can only use each effect of Sigrun once per turn. So, because we're using middle-aged mechs, we start with that continuous spell at the start of our turn. We can just ditch that, special summon Sigrun, special summon any other Valkyrie from our hand, and build a board presence very, very quickly. The big drawback of this deck is that it does run out of resources pretty quickly, but we have one single way to kind of renew that, but we'll go over that in a bit. The next Valkyrie we have is, we're running one of Sesh, which I think this is the most cuttable card in the deck for sure, potentially for a third Karma Cut, but she's here just in case we need her. If this card is special summon, you can special summon one Valkyrie monster from your deck, except for this card. During your main phase, you can mill 2 of your opponent's cards, which really isn't good in the current meta. You don't really care that much about milling, maybe in a rare instance, but it's really not likely. But she'll basically say you can't get this out, say it's not in your hand. If you can special summon Shesh somehow, then you can go ahead and get this from your deck as well. For example, you'll see here, Virte is going to go ahead and during your main phase, you can excavate the top cards equal to the number of other Valkyrie monsters you control. If you do, add one excavated normal spell or trap card to your hand and send the remaining cards to the graveyard. Otherwise, shuffle all excavated cards into the deck. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Valkyrie monster from your deck. So this can automatically summon this, but on the weird chance you need another monster for something, maybe like, I don't know, for your dragon, the Dark Ruler, then you can go ahead and get this little 1-drop first, and then go ahead and get your Sigrun off of your 1-drop. But at that point, you'll have a full field. I don't know, if this goes, you get this, and this will get something from your hand or grave. So that's another reason why you don't mind excavating with Virte and getting monsters in the drop, because the beautiful thing is, with Sigrun, you ideally want to special summon from your grave. You know, use those resources over and over again. Then we have 2 Sweetie. She is a Sweetie, and if this card is summoned, you can target one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Very good card, especially you can combine Virte with this on your opponent's turn and then pop them, and it's really good. After damage calc, if this card battled, you can target one continuous spell in your graveyard and add it to your hand, which is useful to recycle your middle-aged mechs if you need to. Then we have Urda, which we skipped over. We're running one Urda right now. I really like her, though. You can only control one Urda. While you control this card, special summoned by the effect of Valkyrie card, all face-up monsters your opponent control loses 1,000 attack. Any card destroyed by battle or card effect that would be sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. Very, very important. Get this out pretty early if you can, if you think it's safe. And then we have Dritty. I don't know how to pronounce any of these Valkyries. If this card is normal special summon, you can add one Valkyrie card from your deck to your hand, except Dritty. Oh wait, we've already went over this. Teehee, we have 3 of those, that's right. Then for spell and trap, we're running 2 Karma Cut, the new trap that's OP. Discard one card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls, banish it, then banish all cards with the same name as that monster from your opponent's graveyard. Graveyard reusability is very, very prominent right now in Duel Links, so anything that banishes from the graveyard is pretty cool. Then we have Valkyrie's Embrace. If all monsters you control are Valkyrie monsters, target one attack position Valkyrie monster you control and one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change your monster to defense position, and if you do, banish that opponent's monster. You cannot special summon monsters this turn. You activate this card, so we got to be careful. You can't activate that and summon our Dark Ruler. Then we have 2 Apple of Enlightenment. Target cards in your opponent's graveyard up to the number of Valkyrie monsters you control. Banish them. If you set this card, and if this set card in its owner's control has left the field because of an opponent's effect and is now in the graveyard or banished, you can draw cards equal to the number of Valkyrie monsters you control plus 1. So at the very least, this draws 1 more card. I drew 4 off of it during my last match, and it won me the game single-handedly. Very good stuff. Then we're running 1 Dark Ruler, mainly for memes. Must be special summoned from your hand by sending 3 monsters you control to the graveyard and cannot be special summoned by other ways. When this card is special summoned, toss a coin and gain the appropriate effect. Heads, it can make a second attack but goes to defense position and it cannot be changed till the end of your next turn. Or tails, if this card is destroyed, destroy all cards in the field. I like tails with this card. I think it's cute. I think it's fun. Yes, I own 4 of these. I hate that I do, but I do. That's the deck that I'm using. We're also running double Trish here because if your field gets clogged by floodgates, what have you, this is just a nice card to splash into your synchro deck at this point, or into your extra deck rather. Changes I would make. So realistically, let me show you Valhalla, right? Where is it? It's a spell card. This card is not bad in this deck at all. I only own 1 of them. But I definitely think it's worth running. Potentially even just taking this out and throwing this in is just better. It's arguably just better, but we're gonna go ahead and leave it as is. I don't want to mess with it, but I want you guys to be aware of that. Yes, I'm aware of that card. I understand that it exists, but we're not using it right now. So let's jump in for some duels. Something really important about this deck that I realize, and probably every deck, but because this deck has 2 ways to hate on graveyards, being that trap, that you know, Valkyrie trap that really draws you cards. It's really more bait than anything else. But you can also banish monsters, and that's really, really important in this meta. Like, I learned that if I'm more familiar with what's in my opponent's graveyard right now, guys, I'm learning all the archetypes that are new since I'm coming back to Duel Links for the first time in a while. If I can really pay attention and banish those early, I'm in pretty good shape. Right now we're going up against Anti-Mill. He has 7 cards in his extra deck. Mark of the Dragon Tail. At the beginning of the duel, add 2 Blizzards and 1 Blackwing Dragon. We're going up against Blackwings. That's fun. That's fun. Blackwing Gust. If you control no cards, special summon this card from your hand. Ooh. And then you get Calm of the Haze. So this is something that activates in the grave. I have to be careful. Never mind, it's gone. And then you can add any Blackwing card. Oh, that's cool. Any Blackwing card from your deck to your hand. Spicy? Spicy. This is a genuine Blackwing player. Gonna go ahead and add Breeze the Zephyr. Special summon it. So now you're able to go to 5 right away. So turn 1, this guy has utilized all of his resources. They're all gone. And if that's a Drowning Mirror Force face down, I probably just lose. Oh, there's no way, man. Graham the Shining Star. When this card is synchro summoned, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower non-tuner Blackwing monster from your hand, but you don't have anything in your hand, so that's kind of a waste. Okay, I'm gonna have to check your graveyard really quick. Once this is done. You did it. You did your turn. You did it. You did a good job, Crow. I'm proud of you. Now end your turn and let me go. Thank you. Is that hard? Middle-aged mechs. Okay. Ooh, we got 2 big girls now. So let's do this. Coffin Seller. Oh, so I literally have nothing to fear. Okay. Nothing that activates in the grave. Awesome. So let's do this. Let's activate the effect. We'll ditch our Gear Castle to special summon a Shigran. And then we can go ahead and special summon the card I almost took out of my deck. Right? Almost took it out. But now we can get something from our deck, which is great. Which there's any number of things we can get. This will just destroy that, but we can just run over it, I think. We can just do this. And I think that's fine. Now let's go ahead and mill 2. That was a mistake, though. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I literally told you guys how you shouldn't do that, and then I went ahead and did it anyway. Just to teach you guys, you know, this is what you don't want to do, right? This is what you don't want to do. Look at this. We got 3 monsters on the board and 2 cards in hand. It feels really good. Actually, you know what? Sesh is great because she special summons from the deck. Keeps our resources nice and high. You know? Keeps them nice and high. I think for BM, we should definitely go ahead and summon Trish. Right? I'm pretty sure. How often are we going to get the chance to summon Trish, right? I think this is a fine thing to do. And swing it with Trishula. Let's get it. One of the Trishulas that exists. I missed the other Trishula. Is the other Trishula in this game? I don't know if it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. Either way, that's 1 win for this deck. Maybe this wasn't a complete waste of time. Our stream was so funny this morning, man. If you guys don't follow me on Twitch, link will be in the description. We'll be streaming Duel Links pretty often when we stream. But it was a really fun time. We were just yelling at the fact that I spent $200 on a mini box and literally spent all morning losing. Then we tried to make Valkyries. I'm missing all the old Valkyries. Then we tried to make scraps. I'm missing all the old scraps. It's like, it's a no-win. That's why when you guys like the videos, you're literally helping me throw money at Konami and build more decks and bring more content. So please, for the love of it all. So we're gonna summon Dreet first because she's gonna go ahead and add a monster to hand. And I think for me, yeah, I think we have to do this like semi-defensively right now. We're gonna go with Brunhild. Then I'll go ahead and special summon. Now, this is where I get weary. Like, I'm not sure if this is the right play, but we're gonna do it regardless. You can see we're down a ton of resources right now, right? We're down a ton of resources. But you know what? It's fine. 3 monsters on the board. They all came from my, kind of all came from my hand. Drit got to search something, which is cool. They're gonna set 1 monster. I really like these sleeves. Super nice. Now we have Urda here, which we can't actually activate. Yeah, there's really not much we could do. Let's just go ahead and swing it with you. Boom. No, what do you have for direct attack? Countergate. No monster, no monster, no monster. Here comes the Destiny draw, and it's time for me to lose. As long as we know that's what's happening, I'm okay with it happening. Destiny draw, cool, sick, awesome, nice. Super Soldier Synthesis. We have a Black Luster deck. Evening Twilight, Beginning Night. This is a real, all right, I really like it what I'm seeing. Blackluster Soldiers coming through. Is that coming from the deck as well? Nope, coming from the hand. Coming from the hand. Okay. Okay. I think we're fine though, because luckily we can stop all destruction. What are you doing? Once per turn, you target monster controls and banish it. Who has that on their thing? Wait. What gave you that effect? What? What did I just lose to? Wait, let me click on cards. Let me learn. Can I learn what you did? Blackluster. Wait. Blackluster Soldier, monster ritual summon gains these effects. Oh, that was so cool. Oh, that was really cool. I'm not even mad. That was super dope. I want that one, please. Can I have that deck? Can I have that deck? That's really cool. It's a silver deck, so it's clearly not good, and he's running so many cards. Is there a variant of this that's good? That seems really fun. I think he had a lot of fun. I had 0 fun, but I think he had a lot of fun. You know what would have just won me the game? A karma cut. That's it. Just a little karma cut, and then he loses. So is that deck any good? No, it's not. Wow, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool to see. All right, I'll take it. I can lose in Stride, man. I don't get that sad about it. Okay, here we go. A trick up the sleeve. See, going first always feels bad for me. I don't know why. We're gonna set Karma Cut, and I'm gonna summon Dreet. We're gonna search for our, I guess I will search for our big girl right here. This time I don't think I'm gonna summon you. This time I have learned my lesson. We're gonna let Karma Cut sit and do what it's gotta do before anything else. Okay, Dark Magician Magical Circle. Okay, you get to go ahead and, when this card is activated, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal one Dark Magician or spell or trap, then list Dark Magician, just change the order. Okay. It's my turn already. Really? Okay, what is that? That face down's gonna summon a Dark Magician for sure. Like, no doubt. So let's do this. So since we know that's gonna summon a Dark Magician, let's get Urda out here. Right, I think that's a good play. And then we'll go ahead and swing in. Oh, wait a minute. As soon as I clicked battle phase and that music kicked in, I'm like, oh, wait, it's gonna do nothing. I win. It's amazing. I honestly love that that happens. So good. Okay, that is our 3rd duel. And we got a nice little win. Cool, sweet. So, like I said, if you guys appreciate, you know, me spending the money, telling you, please, dear Lord, do not spend money on this pack at all. You know, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Leave a comment. If you want to leave a like because you liked the video, that's really appreciated. Let's aim for 4,000 likes. I'm lowering the bar. After yesterday's video, I'm lowering the bar. We're gonna try to shoot for 4,000. All right. I want the bar to be high, but I also I don't want to get sad every day. Wave Motion Inferno. What the heck does that do? If you have no cards in your hand, this skill increases the attack of all Infernity monsters you control by 400. This music is terrifying? Okay, we have a nice selection of cards in our hand. We have a nice selection of cards. I forgot to raise my mic up, but I'm going to continue recording at -15 dB. Figure it out in post. Discard attacks, leave no cards in your hand. Your opponent activate. Oh, wait a minute. This is Infernities. Infernities are really scary, aren't they? I also don't really have back row disruption, which is kind of unfortunate. This is not the card I thought it was. In case you were wondering, that is not the card I thought it was. Okay, let's just do this now because I screwed up big time. Okay. I guess I still do this. You know, I have no idea what Infernities do. I have no idea. But we're gonna get a good shuffle going, which is very important. Okay, another straight up 22, no questions asked. Come on, destroy my back row. Let me draw 3 cards. I desperately need you to destroy Apple of Enlightenment. Why is this music so terrifying? It's actually terrifying. Not thrilled about it, man. Not thrilled about how terrifying this is. No, thank you. Okay, good. He just drew. When you draw this card, if you know the cards in your hand, nope, that's not what happened. When this card is special, it wasn't special summoned. All right, so there we go. We're fine. Sure, that's fine by me. Let's go ahead and grab, let's grab you first. Deck thinning is deck winning. And then we can grab... do I just want to do that? I can't decide. I guess the smartest thing... Yeah, smartest thing is to do this, I guess. I could have just grabbed the monster, the Valkyrie that pops this without a question, but I guess this is fine as well. It's like kind of moot. I don't really want this thing in the graveyard. I don't know what Infernities do at all, so if I can just avoid you being in the graveyard, that's swell. That's great for me. And those face downs seem to do nothing when I attack. There was no timer or anything, so I think it's just bluffs. Okay, so same thing. Might as well do this. Activator for funsies. It gets banished. Swing in. Goodbye, Dark Signer, Callan Kessler. I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, but I think it is. Callan. Callan? Callan's a cool name. You know, I almost wanted to name, I really did want to name my son Killian. I've loved the name Wesley since I was a kid. But I love the name Killian as well. We're not Irish, so I mean, I'm like part Irish, but I'm not Irish enough. I'm not out here with orange hair and whatever. I love the name Killian. I think it's a great name. I don't wish I named my son Killian, but I think maybe someday if we have another son, there's a chance that I can convince my wife that we'll go with Killian. Because Kill is a great name. I love it. And then I can call him Killua. I'd be like, Killua! Why just name him Killua? We don't even need Killian. We'll just name him Killua. That's fine. All right, so here, this is like not the best, right? Not the best, in my opinion. What I'm gonna do is I am going to add I kind of want to add my searcher to hand. I'm going to. You guys might say that's weird, but I want to make sure that I can rebound my field. It's either that or I get the protector, right? The one that I can lose 1,000 defense points and stop bad things from happening. We're gonna do this. Oh, and there goes our other searcher. Right in the graveyard it goes. That's fine though. We'll end our turn. I could Trishula all over him, but I won't. I respect this man too much. I respect him too much to Trishula all over him. All right, ooh, we're going against Naturia. Hopefully by next week we'll be in gold and we can really start working our way through some stuff, but hopefully you guys are still enjoying what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing it. Okay, so we have plenty of options here. 2 face down scares me a little bit, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and activate this and kill the strawberry. Let's make sure that strawberry is nice and dead. Ooh, Statue of Anguish. Okay. If a card is special summoned from your spell and trap card zone. Okay, so that doesn't matter just yet. Oh, I can't get over you. Ugh. All right, let's do this. Nothing. And let's tribute our searcher. That's so bad though. No, I'm not gonna tribute a searcher. I'm gonna tribute Sigrun. So this will go ahead and let me destroy that monster, which is swell. Let's swing in for 16. Activate Zweety, which is gonna give us our continuous spell back. And then we'll swing in for 14. Nice, dude. I mean, the deck's feeling good. This version of the deck, we worked a while to get to this point of the deck. And the dragon is obviously still just memes, but you know what? It doesn't feel that bad. Charging Gaia, the Fierce Knight. Okay. Well, we have plenty of ways to get around this once again. Not a big deal. We can swing right into it, take 500 life points of damage, and then special summon, which is probably the best way to go about it. Instead of using our spell. Because now we can go ahead and grab a large and in charge. Activate you. And we have plenty of options to choose from. I can grab the searcher and take another 500. Oh, wait, I can only activate it once per turn. I threw. Magical hats. I threw. That's all it comes down to. I tried to BM too hard. Could have just popped this and ended the duel, but instead I'm getting magical hats in 2020. Conscription and the Whale Oath. Oh, I love that. I'm hitting it anyway. It's right in the middle. Dang it. I'm hitting it anyway. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Oh, that's actually pretty cute. Oh, now he's 21, 23. That's kind of cool. That's a cute combo. I mean, there's like 400 different ways I could have won this duel already, right? I just use this, I win. Oh, you dingus. You dingus penguin, you. Wow, Leotard. I haven't seen that card in forever. All right, this is still fine. I mean, you should have, I mean, all right. I guess. I guess so. Yeah. 2 tributes, 2 tributes. Let's kill you. And then let's set this. And let's attack in. Sure, Leotard. Sure. Let's go in again. Okay. No one in your grave I need to banish, I don't think. If you attack my searcher, it's just bad news for you. I'm sure you learned that by now, right? I feel like you definitely have. You're not doing that to me. Okay. Now we can grab, I'd like to grab a graveyard monster just because it appeases me to not use my hand, even though Urda's right there. Look at this. He still has 20 cards left in his deck. Don't build a big deck. I think that's actually crazy that there are people that like, that still don't know. I think it's, but it's also kind of cool. It shows so many people are playing Duel Links. Like there are people that still don't know. They're like, hey, the less cards you have in your deck, the better. Honestly, I remember when I was a kid and someone told me that. I'm like, that makes no sense. I got all these good cards. I gotta put them all on my deck. I don't know why I sounded like a young Joey Wheeler when I was a kid, but I did. And I was like, you can't mean I only need 40 cards in my Yu-Gi-Oh deck. And I remember some of my friends being like, yeah, man, like, obviously, like, you can have 100 good cards, but there's gonna be 40 cards that are the best. So you just want the best. By the way, how many times have we seen Karma Cut today? $200 for Karma Cut. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is a really good game. I really have been loving playing Duel Links, honestly. And honestly, guys, I only bought the mini box because I felt like, you know, after seeing how terrible the last Duel Links video did, I was blaming myself, and I was like, no, man, you just gotta spend money, and people will be totally loving it. So just spend your money, and then people will love it. So now we got to show off a new archetype. Everyone can just be excited about it. I'd like to destroy a monster. If that's okay, can I destroy a monster? Do I have the ability? I do have the ability. Okay. Let's see. If that face down is Drowning Mirror Force, I will cry. I will cry every day. Just so you know, I already had one of you in my hand. I'm very good at Yu-Gi-Oh! I should have grabbed the searcher every time. Ah! Spell books! Don't have Drowning Mirror Force. Nope, the music changed. No Drowning Mirror Force. I don't need to activate it, calm down. I mean, it would have been great if I had to activate it because I already had 2 of the other big boys in my hand, but look at that, nice and easy. All right, you know what? I think we showed off the Valkyries enough. If you guys have a Valkyrie list you want to send me so I can compare it to my own, do so on Twitter, I'd appreciate that. If you want to see a different archetype from the mini box, let me know, but just be warned that I don't have, I want to play a scrap deck, but I think I have to spend like $600 to do so. So it's probably not going to happen right now, maybe in the future. Zexal's around the corner too, so I don't know if that's even smart to do ever, but we'll see. I think the next thing we're gonna do on the channel is potentially Cubics. So if you guys want to see Cubics, just type a comment and leave a like on this video and say Cubics, please, PLS. Because I already own 3 Cubic Dharmas. I want to get 3 Anubises so bad by the end of this, and then I have 2 of the Behemoths. So if I don't get another Behemoth today, I'll go ahead and use my EX gems to get this 3rd Behemoth and call it a day. But I think then I have all the Cubic stuff that I need. I just need to level up, what's his name? So that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your support and the warm welcomes back to Duel Links. Have yourselves a fantastic day. What above all else, keep it shady.